You can watch all the games of the Argentine Triple Crown of Polo, including the Abierto at Palermo, at www.live.aapolo.com. Get yourself a subscription to the Triple Crown. It's the best deal in polo. It's the most exciting and best polo in all of the world. This match features the second game of the Tortugas Open with 35-goal Cria La Dolfina facing 39-goal La Natividad. Andres Lorraine has the call for AAP Live.
Goal by Pablo McDonough, and now Diego Cabana from a long range. Nice, and then the next shot by Diego Cabana. The ball going in a good direction, but it ended up going wide towards the right hand side, and La Natividad will be resuming from the back. Bartolomé Castañola Jr. linking with Pablo. Here comes Pablo McDonough, but you see, when they are resuming from the back, they are definitely standing the same way as their jerseys show. Diego changing the line now, looking for Guillermo Terrera. The marking by Pablo McDonough, taking the danger away now. Jejo bringing the ball back in. Good blocking there by Facundo Pérez. So Jejo. Here he comes Alejo Taranco. Coming from behind is Terre. Guillermo Terrera with the approach, stopped in the way by Tommy Panelo, trying to position himself to hit at goal, and now Camilo Castañola leaving it for Pablo, and now Pablo McDonough taking his time from the back. The ball passing by. Here comes Diego Cabana. Good pickup by Diego, and now the marking by Facundo. Still Diego, back to Jejo, and let's see in the turning who gets there first. Geta Castañola with the pickup over the midfield line, and here comes Camilo Castañola, chased by Jejo Taranco, checking to see how close his teammate was. The ball stays in behind, and now Tommy Panelo. Facundo reaching out for it, changing the line, linking with Pablo. Pablo McDonough with the under the neck approach, trying to link with Camilo Castañola. The marking, and now Panelo. Tommy. Está. Facundo again. Here comes Facundo Pérez, coming from behind was Guillermo Terrera, and covering the field is going to be Jejo Taranco, challenged there by Facu. Camilo trying to link with Pablo. Good blocking there by Guillermo Terrera. Here comes Terre, less than a minute remaining in this jacket number one. Terre with the approach, following the ball now is going to be Barto Castañola. Barto taking his time, leading the attack in this one for La Natividad. The ball passing by. There goes Tommy Panelo, giving some continuity. Was Pablo McDonough, and now Tommy Panelo. Tommy, nice angle there, over the marking by Camilo Castañola. Is Tommy leading the way into the final moments of jacket number one. Panelo leading the attack for Cria La Dolfina, taking his time. The ball starts to get stopped a little bit. The approach by Panelo, looking for Diego Cabana, covering the field. It's going to be Pablo McDonough, but first there was Guillermo Terrera. Here comes Terre, the under the neck shot by Terrera, and now Pablo McDonough looking for Camilo Castañola. Jejo bringing the ball back in. Nice blocking by Camilo, and here lies a great opportunity for La Natividad just before the end of jacket number one. Barto Castañola leading the way for the man in green, taking his time. The end of the next shot to link with Camilo Castañola when we listen to the first bell. Tommy Panelo with a great back shot, and now it's going to be Diego Cabana. Diego putting some pressure on Facundo Pérez, who was getting there first, and now Jejo Taranco. The approach to link with Terre, the opportunity for Cria La Dolfina to close the gap before the end of the checker, and Jejo Taranco scores to close the gap in the last play, in the last action of checker number one. And following that goal by Jejo comes the final bell of checker number one. Again, the approach by Taranco. Terre couldn't take it properly, and then Jejo with the final approach to score to close the gap, and La Natividad is on the lead, 2-1, and after the break, and the game is on. In the back of the lineup, picking it up was Camilo Castañola. Here comes Geta. Long approach looking for Facundo Pérez. Nice running there by Facundo. Challenged by Jejo Taranco. The ball stays in behind, and now Tommy Panelo changing the line really well to link with Jejo. And here comes Taranco, taking his time. From the back, he approached by Hijo. In the field now is gonna be Pablo McDonough. The back shot there by Pablo. Linking with Camilo, here comes Kita. Diego Cabana coming for it, and now Facundo. The pickup by Facundo Pérez. Facu coming from behind was Guillermo Terrera, still Facundo, the under the next shot by Facundo Pérez, looking for Camilo Castañola or even Pablo McDonough. But a good mark in there by Tommy. Anelo, the ball stays in behind, and here comes Pablo McDonough to score for the second time today, and Pablo McDonough sending the ball in to extend the lead in favor of La Natividad. Make it 3-1. Pablo. And his second goal of the day. Tommy Panelo trying to take the back shot. He couldn't do it, and then Pablo sent it in and looked following that play. Diego trying to win it over. Nice anticipation by Barto Castañola, and here comes Barto. The approach there, chased by Jejo Taranco. Bartolomé Castañola entering the danger zone from the offside to the near side, and Barto scores for the first time today. Four goals to one. Very quickly he picked the ball in the throw-in. He took it all the way until he scored, and now it's 4 goals to 1 in favor of Diego Cabana. Leading the way, the ball stays in behind very quickly. Terre, the marking by Camilo Castañola. Nice pickup by Jeta, the under the next shot, looking for Facundo. Here comes Facundo Pérez, but getting there first was Guillermo Terre, challenged by both Facu and Jeta. Nice resolving there by Terre, and here he comes. The angle by Terre, the ball passing by, picked in the way by Pablo McDonough. The ball stays in behind, and here comes Diego. Let's pick up by Diego Cabana, a little bit open towards the right hand side. The tapping there, looking for Panelo, and now Jeta Castañola leaving it for his brother. Here comes Barto. Looking for Pablo. Here he comes, Pablo McDonough from the near side to the offside, looking to score one more time for La Natividad. Here comes the captain of the green jersey team. The approach there by Pablo, the final tapping, and the goal by Pablo McDonough. A new one today is going with Facu more confidence in the attacking position, but here he comes, Facundo Pérez from 40 yards, sending the ball in. From Diego to Terre, but there was a very good anticipation by Pablo McDonough. Pablo with the back shot, and now Facundo. The pickup by Facundo Pérez, but coming from board to board was Jejo Taranco, I think it was. This has been the main field during the Tortugas Open. The finals take place in this field. The marking by Camilo, and now Cabana. Diego Cabana hitting, and it goes wide towards the right hand side, and La Natividad will be resuming from the back to close the gap. Diego Cabana hitting and scoring. A good swing there by Diego on the first penalty attempt of the day for Cria La Dolfina, and Diego scoring for the first time today. Important for them to close the gap against these guys. 6 goals to 2, 1 minute remaining in this chukker number 2. And now Diego. Diego Cabana, and challenge there by Bartolomé Castañola. The ball goes over the boards. It's going to be in favor of La Natividad. Barto Castañola will be on top of it. Here comes Barto. Barto Castañola linking with Pablo. Here comes Pablo McDonough. The ball passing by, looking good, but it ended up going wide left hand side, and I think that will be it in this chukker. We're running out of time. Here comes the final bell of chukker number 2 here in Tortugas at field number 7. La Natividad is on the lead. Facundo Pieres with the corner, deflected in the way. And, well, let's see if they decided that even though the ball was deflected, it all happened inside this chukker, or will continue after the break. It's gonna be taken now. Now the game is on Tommy Panelo. Coming from behind, looking for Diego Cabana, who was standing more as a forward in this play. The approach at goal by Diego, the ball going towards the right hand side. And Lana will be resuming from the back. Parto Castañola towards the right hand side, and here comes Pablo McDonough. The under the next shot by Pablo, looking for Camilo Castañola. Coming to pick it up was Gejo Taranco. Gejo with the approach, the marking by Facundo. A good pressure there by Facundo Pieres, and there was a whistle. Now back to the center to resume the play. Facu again winning the ball for La Natividad. Covering the field was Pablo McDonough. Now Barto ready to take it all the way towards the other end. Chased and challenged by Guillermo Terrea, leaving it for his brother. Here comes Geta, the under the next shot by Camilo Castañola, but I think it was Diego Cabana who was claiming from behind. But there was a foul. Tommy, and now Barto Castañola. Changing the angle there was Camilo, and now Gejo Taranco. A good back shot there on the near side by Alejo Taranco. And now Pablo McDonough. Pablo with the approach, looking for Facundo Pieres. The back shot by Gejo. Little by little, Pablo and Facundo are remembering how does it feel to be playing together. And now Camilo Castañola, an amazing breakaway by Camilo Castañola to score. For the first time today, this is not something that you get to see really often. Waiting until the third. Barto. To the left hand side, linking with Pablo McDonough. This is what Pablo asked for, but there was a very good pressure by Guillermo Terrea. There with the marking. And now Pablo McDonough. I'm getting used to see them again with different numbers in comparison to the ones that used during the Hurlingham Open, right? Now Camilo, who is now playing with jersey number 2. I think for the first time ever in the Argentine Triple Crown. The ball passing by, and now Tommy Panelo. A great open back shot by Panelo. Now Pablo McDonough linking with Camilo. Back to Pablo. Nice bonding between number 2 and number 3. Here comes Pablo McDonough. Open towards the right hand side. The under the next shot by Pablo, deflected in the way. Stop there, and now Gejo Taranco leaving it for Terre. Gejo is going to change there in the back. Terre towards the left hand side, looking for Diego Cabana, but the ball ended up. And the game is on. Nice dribble out there by Facundo Pieres to add one more. Facundo, the ball passes by from ball to ball. He ended up saving it, and still he continues with the ball. Here comes Facundo. Challenge there by Taranco, and now Barto Castañola picking it up for La Natividad. Great marking by Panelo, and here comes Tommy Panelo, ready to take it all the way towards the other end, chased by Camilo. Diego. Now Facundo Pieres, the pickup by Facundo. Facu Pieres, challenged by Panelo, and here he comes. Facundo. Leaving it for Camilo Castañola and now Gejo. Now Facundo Pérez taking his time trying to hit it goal. A great hooking there in the back by Terrera. And now Bartolomé Castañola. Barto Castañola hitting, stop and deflected in the way. I think it was stopped by Gejo. And now Barto on a new attempt. Nice angle by Bartolomé Castañola to enter the danger zone to extend the lead for La Natividad. And Barto scores. They start scoring more and more. They start feeling more comfortable. And here they score again through Barto. That will be on October the 28th. Camilo Castañola from a wide angle, hitting at goal, the ball passing by, and Camilo Castañola scoring of chukker number 3. There we listen to the final bell, but look, what an under the neck shot by Camilo Castañola from a very wide angle to score, to make it 10 goals to 2. The next match day of this league will be like this. Saturday we'll see La Natividad against La Ensenada and Cria La Dolfina against La Dolfina Saudi. And on the following Friday, La Dolfina against La Natividad for a spot in the final. What do you reckon about that contest? Bartolomé Castañola. The approach, the ball flying by, looking for his brother, and here comes Camilo Castañola. Here comes Geta on the near side. There was a good blocking, good marking there by Gejo Taranco. The under the next shot by Camilo. The ball passing by. Good right off there by Panelo on Pablo. The approach by Gejo, and now it's gonna be Geta. Also entering the play was Guillermo Terrera. Nice pick up by Terre. Great anticipation, and here he comes from the near side to the offside. Another tapping. The ball stays in behind. Tommy Panelo with the ball flying by, covering the field. It's going to be Barto, who was also riding Terre really well off the play. And here comes Barto, resuming from the back. Another approach, coming to pick it up was Diego Cámara, Diegote. Now Pablo. And now Camilo Castañola. The under the neck shot by Camilo. Taking his time, and here he comes Camilo to extend the lead for La Natividad. Another approach with a very good direction, checking to see where his opponents were, and Camilo Castañola with the final tapping, scoring back to back for La Natividad to extend the lead. Starting to take a look at the post. Here he comes. Gonna hit it from there. Barto Castañola finding the net. What a shot by Barto Castañola. He took his time. He found the best available spot to hit, and he scored. And now La Natividad extends the lead 12 goals to 2. A whistle now. The time is out. With the approach, and now Panelo, the marking by Bartolomé Castañola, and now entering from a different angle was Camilo. Facundo Pérez, the ball stays in behind, and here comes Gejo Taranco, trying to get a good position to hit it goal. The marking by Geta, who was coming from behind. And now Diego getting there first. And now Terre, Guillermo Terrera, challenged there by Bartolomé Castañola. Terre hitting at goal, stopped in the way by Facundo, who was standing really well over there to stop that ball. Facu. And now Barto Castañola, the ball passed by, and Barto Castañola looking really well to score again, and Barto scores back to back to become the top scorer of this game, completing a total of 4 goals today. Here again, wow, what a backshot by Pablo McDonough to give continuity and to assist Barto, who ended up appearing as a forward, even though he's playing as a back today. Fierce pressure and marking by Guillermo Terrera, needing to clear. And Barto Castagnola resumes the play for the men in green. Barto with a long approach. La Natividad are title holders of this Tortugas Open. They beat La Argentina last year in the final. And now Tommy Panelo. Top by Pablo. The back shot there. And now Panelo giving some continuity. Looking for Guillermo Terrera, who was standing up front. Great shot there by Tommy Panelo. And now Terre with the pickup. Challenge by Barto Castagnola, who was very quickly on top of him. And here comes Barto. Another under the neck shot by Bartolomé Castagnola. The ball goes over the boards and it's going to be in favor of Cria La Dolfina. Five yards away from the boards. Here comes Alejo Taranco. Challenge there. Good marking by Facundo Pérez. Great breakaway by Hijo Taranco, trying to hit it goal. The ball stays in behind, and then Facundo taking the danger away, looking for Pablo McDonough, who was running up front. And here he comes. Pablo positioning himself to take it on the offside. Pablo McDonough taking his time. Hitting the ball forward to link with Facundo Pérez. Here comes Facundo, ready to pick it up. The tapping there by Facundo Pérez. The under the neck shot. The ball passing by. Struggling to get there. First was Tomás Panelo, but the ball ended up going in. And fuck what? One more for La Natividad to extend the lead, to make it 14 goals to 2. It's been a while since Cria La Dolfina scored for the last time. That was at the end of check number 2. And since then, it's been, well, 6 unanswered goals by La Natividad. And pretty quickly, they also have won the throw-in, but there was a very good recovery there by Tomás Panelo. Tommy with the under the neck shot, linking with Diego Cabana. Here comes Diegote. Looking for Guillermo Terrera, head to head against Camilo Castagnola. Nice action by Terre, still in possession of the ball. The under the neck shot, changing the line here. But covering the field is going to be Barto Castagnola, who's going to get there first. And he's going to take it through to the boards. Barto Castagnola. The right off there by Camilo. And here he comes, Barto. The pickup by Panelo. Here comes Tommy. The turning over there by Tommy Panelo. Hitting a goal from a long range, trying to surprise everybody, and Tommy Panelo sending the ball in, hitting from nowhere. Wow, what a nice goal by Tomás Panelo. Let's take a look again at what Tommy Panelo just did while we fly over him. Look, what an amazing shot by Tommy. Nice score by Panelo. First goal, consecutive goals by La Natividad. Came this one by Panelo. I think Hijo is hurt. Barto reaching out for it, the same as Pablo McDonough. Also Terre was on top of it. A great pickup now by Pablo. The marking by Panelo. And now Camilo Castagnola. Good opportunity for Hita, who is a little bit open towards the right hand side. And here he comes. The under the neck shot by Camilo Castagnola. The ball passes by. It goes over the back line. It's going to be in favor of Cria La Dolfina. Well, looking better in this moment of the game, Cria La Dolfina, but still the pressure by La Natividad remains. Panelo from the near side to the offside, and now Cabana trying to link with Terre. The ball took a couple of bounces and ended up going over the board. It's going to be in favor of the men in green into the last minute. Jacket number 5, tomorrow 1:30 p.m. La H against Lairenita Klinova, recent runner-up for the Hurlingham Open. La H still with Rufino instead of Polito, who is recovering. And now Barto Castagnola, great angle, challenge in the back by Tomás Panelo. Good opportunity now for La Natividad. What a breakaway by Barto Castagnola, the saving by Panelo. And Camilo Castagnola with the final approach to score. I think there was a whistle. The flagman is saying that the ball went in, so let's see. There, Camilo entering the play. This is what they ended up calling, I believe. And the penalty in favor of La Natividad. And this would be the end of chukker number 5 after this penalty, which is from 40 yards. Penalty 3. Facundo. Facundo Pires from 40 yards. The ball hit the post and it remains in. Barto. Challenge there by Guillermo Terrera. The ball flying by. Looking for Camilo. The back shot by Diego Cabana, taking the danger away. Now Tommy Panelo head to head against Facundo. And now Jejo. Alejo Taranco, nice turning, looking for Diego, coming from behind, picking the line was Facundo, but Diego Cabana entered the play really well, and here he comes, Diego over the midfield line, leading the attack for Cria La Dolfina. The ball flying by, looking good, and now entering the play was Guillermo Terrera. The ball passed by and went over the back line. La Natividad. Barto Castagnola. And the game is back on Barto. Long shot looking for Facundo Pires. The ball stays a little bit in behind, and now Tommy Panelo changing the line, stopped and deflected in the way by Camilo Castagnola. Now Diego. The ball passed by, and now Tommy. Here comes Panelo, leading the way for Cria La Dolfina. The under the neck shot, changing the line, looking for Guillermo Terrera, but covering the field was Pablo McDonough. Here comes Pablo, the under the neck shot, looking for Facundo. Taken really well by Alejo Taranco. Nice back shot on the near side, but again Pablo standing more and more as a 3 or even as a number 4. Interesting to listen to the players once this game comes to an end, to see what is it that they look for in this change of positions. Pablo McDonough still in possession of the ball. The ball stays in behind. A good pressure by Guillermo Terrera. Nice turning by Terre, who is now being challenged by Bartolomé Castagnola. Terre, the marking from behind was taken by Camilo, and a great saving by Barto, and now Geta on the near side, taking the danger away. The under the next shot by Camilo, looking for Facundo. Here comes Facundo. Good recovery by Diego, but again Facundo picking it up, and here lies a very good opportunity for La Natividad. Facundo Pires. The long range shot, the ball passing by, and here comes Pablo to add one more for La Natividad. The open shot by Pablo McDonough. The ball stays there, and here comes Barto, picking it up, and Barto Castagnola will score, and Barto Castagnola scores for La Natividad. Pablo McDonough couldn't score on the first attempt, but then here we are back in Tortugas. Let's see if that hit by Barto Castagnola was finally awarded as a goal. They were having a chat there. I wonder if they checked it, the third man, to see whether it wasn't a goal or indeed it was, but it was a goal by Barto Castagnola, and therefore the game will be resumed with a throw-in from the midfield line. Jejo Taranco is not allowed to tap it. He needs to straight it. He needs to take it straight ahead. Pablo, and now Tommy Panelo with the back shot, and the ball goes wide. Castagnola resuming from behind. The approach there, looking for Camilo. Here comes hit to Castagnola. Then marking by Alejo Taranco. The turning by Jejo. There was a 30 yards, hitting, scoring to add one more to reach a total of 20. Barto waiting for that ball, finally taken by Tomás Panelo. Here comes Tommy. Tommy Panelo head to head against Barto Castagnola, who was trying to take him, and he ended up picking the ball in favor of his team. Geta. Camilo Castagnola is on open, so pretty. Pablo, Irenita Nuera, Clone 01, Barto, Meta, Alegra, and Facu open Candy Kiss. And here he comes, Facundo Pires on open Candy Kiss. The approach there, looking for Camilo, was standing up front, and now Diego Cabana R. Ison, Cepa, Tommy Panelo, Dolfina, Indagadora, Diego Cabana, más Aquadanza. Here comes Barto Castagnola to score, taking his time, entering the danger zone, hitting, scoring, to add one more for La Natividad. A great performance today by Barto Castagnola. Difficult to pick someone else as the MVP of the day, as the MVP of the game, sorry. And completing the horse list, Jejo Taranco, Ison, Dolfina, Ronaldo. Okay, so previously we had a yellow card awarded to Camilo Castagnola and then a technical against Tommy Panelo. This is why there was finally a penalty in favor of La Natividad. Jejo, Alejo Taranco, nice turning there by the Uruguayan. 3 minutes left in this game. Barto Castagnola changing the angle here to link with Camilo. Here comes Geta. Under the next shot by Camilo Castagnola, looking for Facundo Pieres. Here comes Facundo entering the play. The under the next shot by Facundo Pieres, and the ball goes in. Go by Facundo Pieres. A great bonding between the players from La Natividad. And Facundo adding one more to reach a total of 6 today. The assist by Camilo, and then Facundo on the first attempt. He took it. Looked as well, I'm not sure. Yep, the ball went in. I thought that the ball went wide, but it was confirmed by everybody in the field. And now again, the pressure remains by La Natividad. Here comes Camilo. Challenged by Diego Cabana. The open back shot by Cabana. And now Jejo, changing the angle. Now Barto Castagnola, who is able to take it at goal straight from there. Stopped in the way by Pablo. And now again, Barto Castagnola. Another approach, the marking, and now Guillermo Terrera, leaving it for Pablo McDonough, deflected in the way by Jejo Taranco. I think there's going to be a safety.
Congratulations to La Natividad for the score of 22-4. What a comeback game they played. They made all the adjustments they needed to make the team play much more balanced, much more even. I think the new way they lined up with Facundo at 1 and Heda at 2, Pablo at 3, and Barto at 4. Facundo and Heda are two of the best scorers in the world. So you want to have them next to each other up front so they're both scoring. The last game, they relied too much on Heda and put too much pressure on him. It's better to break up the responsibility between all of them. I think Barto does a great job in back as well. Pablo's a great 3. I think it's a much better way for them to line up. I think it'll be a much stronger team. I think it was smart they had Facundo taking some of the penalty shots today, too. He's a great penalty shooter. He's got ice water in his veins. If Heda's not hot, use Facundo and find out who's hot that day and go with that hand. You've been watching Kirk's Polo Report. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And as always, be safe and have a great day.